اهلا بيكم اعزائي المشاهدين مع قناة ذا جيمر. معكم طارق. النهارده معاكم اللعبة غنية عن التعريف، لعبة ألين ويك 2. اللعبة دي يا جماعة أنا مش عارف أشرحها بس هي فيما بعد إن في قرية فيها زي جرايم غريبة كده بتحصل، وفي محققة مثلا في الاف بي اي بتحقق فيها. وفي نفس الوقت برضو ألين ويك من الجزء الأول تحسه اللي هو تايه في القرية دي. ده اختصار طبعا، ده أي هبد مني، فأتمنى اللي هي تعجبكم. للعلم كده إن اللعبة تقيلة يا جماعة، اللعبة تقيلة جدا، يعني أقل كارت بيشغلها اللي هو 2060، انتوا متخيلين؟ يعني ما بالكوا بقى بالكروت اللي هي جي تي اكس والحاجات اللي هي اللي تحت منها، فالموضوع صعب. وفي نفس الوقت اللي انت عشان تشغلها كمان كويس لازم يكون عندك اللعبة دي على اس اس دي، لان انا حاسس بجد الجيل اللي جاي هيبقى كله هيبقى هاردات اس اس دي عشان تسطب الالعاب عليها، عشان قصة اللودينج، قصة اللعبة تشتغل معاك بسلاسة. فلعله خير. فاللعبة دي بس للتنويه، اللي مش كل الفئة، آه، لانها هي عالية جدا. ف انا لسه هجربها طبعا، للاسف مفيش ترجمة عربية، هيبقى بالانجلش، وانا طبعا ايه ميح زيكم، فهنحاول واحدة واحدة يعني. فيلا بينا. اتمنى طبعا تظبطونا بقى باللايك والشير والسبسكرايب يا جماعة، دلعوني بقى كده. فيلا بينا.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
طبعا يا جماعة المشهد اللي جاي ده بلس 18، فأي حد أطفال جنبكم كده ايه قوموهم كده عشان المنظر مقزز وقليل الأدب. I need ايه؟ انت عاوز كلوزس يا الله يا الله. نحاول نجري كده ايه بالشخصية دي عشان انا ايه يا جماعة الجرافيك والله. بص انا مش منبهر قوي، لان لو اي حد جرب ذا لاست اوف اس ريميك هيعرف والله، هو يعني مش بعرض يا جماعة ولا بطبل، بس ذا لاست اوف اس بجد الجرافيك بتاعها عالي، يمكن زيها. فانا مش عارف فريق ريميدي مفتري دي في الامكانيات يعني، ولا هو عشان سياسة شركات بقى لازم تجيب ايه كروت شاشة وتجيب ايه حاجات على مزاجهم.
Already gone.
بلاش جامب سكير، بلاش جامب سكير، عشان انا حاسس ان في ايه خيانة. في حد بيهمس جنبي ولا ايه؟ اوه يا ولاد الكلب يا ولاد الكلب. اوه شيت. قالوا قلة أدب، احنا لسه في أول اللعبة. انا نفسي والله نفسي اغطيك والله العظيم، احاول ان انا اشوف برنامج كده بيعمل بلور عليك والله. اوه يخرب بيت كده. وش انت هتموت وش يعني وش، وانا عاوز اموتك بصراحه. آه.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
حلقة النهاردة اللي هو ايه اللي احنا نحقق في الجريمة. بس يا جماعة اللعبة اصلا تقيلة اصلا، فاهماني؟ your location احنا هنا طبعا. ماشي.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Wait. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker's case.
You're half right. Anderson?
طبعا انا المسؤولة هنا.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn fists gonna show up, Mulligan.
Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
any witness في أي witness
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can مش عارف ايه mind please. يا الله.
The mind place. My version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
يا جماعة الجرافيك بجد تقيل أوي تقيل أوي. دي بنتي أكيد دي. هو ده جوزي ولا ايه؟ ودي البوردة.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
بنعمل ايه؟ ايوه انتر. ماشي.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
حلو، يبقى حرف الاي يا جماعة اللي هو ايه بيطلع الايه الكشاف. ماشي.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache.
الغابة يا جماعة شكلها اصلا موحش، يعني انتوا فاهميني. طب في حاجة على الطريق هنا؟ طيب
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
طب ايه ناخده ولا ايه؟
I need to go back.
ايوه
Got a case
كويس.
to solve.
انا كنت هرجع كده كده يا جماعة. والله كنت هرجع.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
طبعا لو واخدين بالكم يا جماعة دي تقريبا في
Should have brought an
الأول
umbrella.
I like the rain.
اللي حصلت مع الراجل
The only thing
التخين.
around here that feels
أكيد
like
يعني
home.
وش.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
فاكرين الراجل ده يا جماعة؟ بتاع شخصية ماكس بين. يا جماعة ايه الجرافيك ده يا جماعة؟ انا اللي بصوا يا جماعة كله كوم وشعرها كوم تاني. FBI يلا.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring? He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
ايوه ده مكان الجريمة اللي حصلت في اول اللعبة يا جماعة.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
مم. هنركز في القلب هنا.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
حط ده هنا برضو.
Keep trying.
مم. ايه مفيش دبابيس عندي ولا ايه؟
That's not right.
ما انا بحطها اهو. ايه طب ما انا ماشي يا جماعه. ايوه دي اللي هي الخيوط اللي احنا
No.
بنعملها. نو ايه؟
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
ذا فيكتم الضحية وذا كيلر مين القتل. ماشي.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
مسرح الجريمة. على فكرة التحقيق بتاعها شكله عميق جدا، عميق قوي يعني.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
في آثار أقدام. ممكن ندور ايه تاني. لو تلاحظوا يا جماعة اللعبة هي اللي بتسيبك اللي انت ايه، انت اللي تروح وتيجي وتعرف الدنيا يعني.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
I know. رقم 2 و3. نرجع بقى للبوردة.
Think saga.
ماشي. دي ملف القضية اللي انا اصلا شغال فيها. ماشي. خلينا نرجع تاني.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
طبعا انا بحاول ان انا اجمع الادله يا جماعه من هنا، وبعد كده ايه بحاول احللها بقى في البورده اللي انا ايه وريتها لكم. تعال نكلم الراجل
Any
ده.
idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI.
نايتجيل.
He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
نايتجيل ماشي. في حاجة ممكن نعرفها؟ طب نرجع قبل ما نسيب مسرح الجريمة. خش على البوردة.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about
طب ما شكله كان حلو يا جماعة،
13 years
ماله
ago.
كان
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
لا
Oh,
نسمعه
I
تاني.
sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was
نايتجيل.
FBI. He came to town about
من
13
13
years
سنة هو
ago.
كان جاي
I haven't
الحتة
heard a
دي.
word about him
ماشي
since.
ماشي ماشي ماشي.
Until now.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
فاضل حاجة كده ايه ناقصاني.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
الحاجات اللي انا لقيتها برضو.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why
كانوا مستنيينه يا
Nightingale?
جماعة، بس مش معنى الراجل ده
He's been missing for 13 years.
مع انه هو كان مسك من 13 سنة.
Why here? Why now?
ليه هنا وليه الآن؟
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey,
هو تقريبا
let's take a
القصة
look down by the lake.
البحيرة اللي
way.
هناك.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
خليك زي ما انت حبيبي. رب تتلبس. يبقى المشكلة في البحيرة يا جماعة، هو بيقول أو شاكك اللي هو الروح اللي كلمتني دي إن في حاجة في البحيرة.
Something happened at the lake.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake.
أنفع أشتغل أنا في
Probably looking for shelter.
FBI يا جماعة والله.
Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy? Doing skinny dipping at this time of year.
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got... Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy though.
هو كان تقريبا اللي هو ايه كان بيجري من هنا، فاحنا هنخش مكانه هنا ولا هو ما ينفعش؟
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
طب ايه هندور فين؟ ولا هنروح البوردة تاني؟ مم.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
طب استناني ما
Whoever wrote
تجريش ها.
that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back. Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
المفروض ان انا ايه افحص الجثة ولا ايه المفروض اعمل ايه؟
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
تخيلوا يا جماعة النص ساعة ولا الربع ساعة ولا التلت ساعة حتى اللي احنا بنلعب فيها دي تحقيق بس انفستيجيشن بس. امال الرعب عامل ازاي؟
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
وانا كنت جاي منين؟ من هنا ولا من هنا؟ ما تمد شوية ولا التوتة بتاعتك تقيلة كده؟ يا اخي يا اخي اهو العربية.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
اكيد مش هركب العربية دي، اكيد يعني وش انا FBI يا باشا.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.